Okay. So this is crazy. Look at this shit. See if I can blow it up a little bit more. So these are the changes that they're doing. Ranked points RP is removed. Ladder points coming to the ranked aims to put emphasis on winning the battle royale versus racking up kills. So it's going to be way more geared towards placement, which is what they also did in Ranked Reloaded back in, like, I think season 13, which is what people wanted really fucking bad. Hi, Cora. No, dude, this is going to be great. This is going to stop people from farming lobbies. That is a great idea. You're crazy. That is a fantastic idea. Everyone's just going to rat now? That's great, but you can't really rat with how many people are going to be left. Ratting isn't that easy because you got players like, or legends like Seer, Crypto, Bloodhound. Like, ratting isn't that big of a deal. Like, nobody cares. Just give it a minute because there's even more news that is fucking massive, okay? This is really good. This is going to aim towards us having the fun end zones like we used to have in the old Apex days. End zones are how this game was meant to be played. Not everybody that's in the higher levels inting every fucking team in the lobby. Like, you shouldn't have a bunch of plats getting inted by a bunch of Preds and Masters. See what I'm saying? That's a problem. That has been a problem. This is way better. Way fucking better. I like this way more. Matchmaking will be based on your skill, not rank. This means Matchmaker will build games based on skill, not purely on ladder placement. Huge. This means we're going to get like a real SBMM. So they talked about doing they're redoing the pools. Like, it's like a bucket system, right? So there's like 4 tiers that you would be put into originally in SBMM. They're now like expanding that to 10. I don't know when that's going to happen for the US. They haven't announced what's going to happen. It was just going to be slowly rolled out. How is that really working correctly in ranked? Which part? That's what I don't know. So if they're doing it based off the same SBMM that works in pubs and what they were already talking about wanting to do, I imagine it's going to be the 10 bucket system, right? It's going to find your skill and then pair you up with people around those same skills. And then the way that was going to work is, let's say you had somebody in the bucket 6 and your teammates were both bucket 4, right? The rest of the lobby should also consist of someone that's in bucket 6 and 2 people that are in bucket 4. It was supposed to work the exact same way. And they said that it wasn't going to change like how long it took you to queue, supposedly, but I don't know for sure. Everyone will want to eat and run from fights instead of taking them. People are going to take fights, but more towards end zone when it's more like comp playing. It's not going to work where everybody ends on each other. That's the thing. That's what's going to confuse a lot of people, is because Apex's rank system has been so long about just sending on every fucking team, and that's how you get ranked up, instead of playing rotations, which is a huge deal, playing loot pool, like sharing with your teammates, and then also playing in zones and knowing who you need to coexist with, who you need to fight, and where you need to be. That's going to be fucking massive. So it's going to change everything to be a little bit closer to comp, which is what people want. And that's why you see so many players leaving ranked and instead going to play Realm, because Realm plays more like comp, and that's what people want. They want it to play more like comp. So they're finally doing what we really want. What's up, Colton? Buckets of what? Okay, so it's hard to explain what I mean by buckets. Okay, so basically, let's say it's a pool, all right? It's a pool of players. There are 10 different pools. Your skill will be placed in one of those pools. That's basically the way it works. So when they do this SBMM system, they're going to try and place you with everybody else that's close to those pools. So it's a good system if you get 3-stack people that listen, not for someone who solo queues. That's the exact point I'm trying to make, Plane. That's why this SBMM is supposed to be better. So a big issue was also that you had people solo queuing, getting paired with players who were not close to their rank, or their SBMM shouldn't be, or their skill isn't actually what it says it is, right? That's why they're trying to move away from that and do more SBMM style and fix how SBMM works for ranked. So you'd be paired with people more like your skill, and even if you're not, right? If it's trying to hurry and queue people together, it's going to make the other teams have similar skill to you guys. That's the whole purpose of this. Like I was just explaining, you have the pools, right? You're in pool 6, your teammates are both in pool 4. It needs to pair every other team the same way. But if you have 3 stacks, right, that are all pool 5, it's then going to try and only place players in that lobby that are all in pool 5. That's the way it's supposed to work. What's up, Gravy? That's the way it's supposed to work. We'll see how it actually works, though. Because there's been no mention of how the SBMM is supposed to work or when it was going to roll out. I mean, they mentioned how it was going to work, but not like when it was going to roll out. Yeah, supposed to. That's my exact point. We haven't heard anything about it since they announced how they were doing it 2 months ago, 3 months ago, and they were going to slowly roll it out to different countries. But we don't know when that starts. We have no idea. Or if it already is a thing, and we just don't know about it. I don't know. Splits have been removed. Rank will now reset per season. This is, I'm hoping, amazing. I'd love for it to reset completely. We start from nothing, because if we start from nothing, it's going to stop as much smurfing, and it's going to give people more of a challenge, and you're going to see way more people having fun with it. There'll be way less smurfing, or like the people doing bronze to masters. Like, you won't see that anymore, because every split they can fucking do that if they want, right? Then you have another addition to that. Minimum required account level is now 50 for ranked. W. Gonna stop way more smurfs, gonna stop way more cheaters. They have to work much harder to get to rank 50 or level 50. That's huge. That's what people, this is another change that people wanted. I really think the entire game will be people sitting corners until they take a fight, but we will see. Do you watch comp at all, Plane? If you watch comp at all, you know that's not going to happen. So whenever you're doing rotations, someone has to fight eventually. Like, no matter what. Like, in almost every zone. Because people will know rotations early. You have to go then play that area and establish your area. Otherwise, you need to figure out who to coexist with on other teams, or you have to take them out. Ratting won't really be much of a thing. Like, it's going to be, there will be rats, yeah, but it's not going to be like everyone's ratting. It's going to be, people are going to be in established areas that they're holding down until they have to take a fight. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Because you're risking it more if you go and just send on everything. I prefer that. Obviously, you don't. I prefer it. I don't like it when entire lobbies are gone. That's really boring to me. So now you can't get KP by killing a player more than once. This is going to be big for all the people that are cheating and just smurfing and then also doing boosting. This is fucking awesome. This change is so good. It's been needed for a long time. So I hope we stop seeing so many fake predators. I can't wait. This, I don't know what this means. Provisional matches. I'm assuming this is... A Battle Royale is about surviving first. Absolutely. That's what it's always been about. And that's what old Apex Ranked was in the beginning, and that's what comp is all about. And I think it's way better that way. I mean, shit, if you ever watch Fortnite, it's the exact same way. I think there's more people that prefer it my way playing and like the way that people play comp than your way, which is why so many people enjoy watching comp, right? It's more intense. It requires more knowledge than just mechanical skill. I think that's really fucking fun. I think that's really fun to watch. The boost thing is, yes. Yes. I'm excited. I'm stoked. This is the biggest change they've done yet. I'm so excited. Play aggressive, but I love rotating. I take the good fights and play smart. Then you will fit into this perfectly. If that is true, this will be made for you. Because that's how it's supposed to be played. I don't know, Titan. We don't even know if this is going to be absolutely true, right? But this guy is known for leaking correctly. So I would imagine this is true. Provisional matches, though, I think this is probably for people first coming to ranked. I'm assuming they pair you with like really low level people at first and then place you with your SBMM correctly. I'm assuming that's what they mean. This I'm very confused about. The entry cost is now same for all. I'm very confused about this. I don't know how that's going to work. You still going to go full assault next season? What your guys' play style going to be? I don't know, man. Depending on how this goes, I got to learn rotations more. I don't know how it's going to work. I have to learn rotations and strategy before I ever got good at the guns. So if that's the first thing that you got good at, then this rank system is built for you more than you think. Being really good at rotations, knowing when to take fights, is going to be more needed now than ever. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, Titan. I don't know, man. This one's very confusing to me. I don't know. I feel like it'll make it more fun to watch what you do, I think. I mean, I think some of the pros were talking about this. I can't really word it like they can, but I mean, there's a reason why like rank or comp is so fun to watch, right? Because the matches are more about like being smart, but also skill. And watching your team take certain fights is just more fascinating. So when they take those 1v1 teams instead of being like constant third or fourth parties like you get normally in ranked, that's not a thing. People aren't going to risk a third or fourth party, but they will go out of their way to shoot like different teams to try to like what do you call it? I'm trying to think of the word. Where you're trying to get rid of all their meds and stuff. What's the right word for that? Am I dumb? I use it all the time. They're trying to just like get rid of all their meds, all their ammo and stuff like that. It's going to be interesting because it's going to... This new ranked is going to change the meta completely. Because currently a lot of our metas are either based off of comp, which work pretty well, or they're based off of inting on every fucking squad, which is why you'll have like paths and wraiths and horizons just sending on everything and wiping squads, right? This could end up punishing that. Yeah, the IQ behind everything is absolutely bonkers in comp. Bleed, I guess, is one way to put it. It's like a term from like war, and I'm trying to think of the name of it. Where you're like slowly dwindling all of their resources. I can't remember the actual term for it, but yeah, essentially. Cora might go back to Wraith then. That's another reason why Wraith was so popular back in the day, right? Is because her rotations were perfect for small, like, micro rotations, right? So, like, when you needed to leave a building that you're holding down with your team in comp, they would go to another spot that is safer to get to with Wraith Portal to take over a new location. Because you avoid all damage by taking the portal. That's why Ashe could also probably be popular in this. We could see Ashe make a big comeback for this specifically. This is sick, though, man. I'm very excited. I'm very excited. Also, construction is now by Big Mod in that little city. Whatever that city's called. I always forget the name of it. I like this. I like this new POI. This is going to be fucking cool. Did you guys see the changes to all the fragment? Have you guys even looked at the patch notes? But I have no idea what it means. In-game leader, Gravy. It's the person who makes all the big calls. It doesn't mean like the teammates can't make calls. It means the IGL is the one who makes the final decisions on everything and makes the most of the calls. So typically you have an IGL because when you have 3 people that are just shouting different things, like especially in comp, it doesn't really help anything. So you have somebody who is the focal point that tells everyone what to do. Even if they fuck up, that's not on the other 2, that's on the IGL only. There's less people that can fuck up in that situation, right? So they learn from it. If they mess up, they do. They just learn from it. What's up, Value? World Edge map update, new POI. So here's the old version. There you can see the broken building there. You got heirloom shards. W. Let's go, man. So then you go over this way. That looks cool. A lot of people are mad because like construction building is gone. However, I don't know why they're super mad because I guess you can't really see it in these photos, but the streamer building is still there and it's fixed actually. So you have full streamer building in this POI now. But I think it looks fucking cool, dude. Look at that. Also, there's no longer a drop off into lava, which then like sends like wind gusts to throw you back up. You just fall in lava and you have to run to get out or jump to get out, which I think is way better. That's the hope plane. That's why a lot of people were kind of excited for these changes for SBMM, is so that you can get paired with people of your skill or all the teams are of equal skill to make it a more fair playing field. But this is lit, man. The POI looks, it also looks bright, kind of like the old days, like the old World's Edge. And I'm excited about that. But yeah, I'm hoping we see less people go to this POI. Genuinely. I want to see other people go to other areas. This is, I guess, some kind of a museum now. in the center of the fragment. And then this is the new location by mod. Lava City. There it is. So this looks so much better, man. This is an actual, like, really viable POI now. In comp, I'm really excited to see because some people will land city, but they don't really get, like, great loot. Now you have this entire city, and people can also go big mod and get good loot. So loot will be insane. Yeah, it was really dumb playing. Agreed. Find your main and then, like, probably do it then, because I think Horizons is coming up next. But look at this. So the whole pit of lava is now, like, gone, and it's just, you fall into it, and you can actually get out. There's also multiple ways to get across right here. You can either jump down and clamber across, like, I'm assuming this is just going to be a box and a truck and lava, or you can take the zip across. So they're giving more ways to get around the POI as well. So there's not as many choke points within Fragment, which is really nice. Because typically you either had to take the bridge, or you had to take the zip, or the train rails. But this looks lit. Harvester update isn't really a big update. I was really hoping they would either, like, do a big change or gut Harvester, because I really don't like Harvester, but all they did was change and remove the lava down below. They did add loot to bottom center, zips, as well as you can jump out along the sides, like over here. So I guess that's like an okay change. At least it's more area to sit around, I guess. Hold on. Let's take a minute. Let's go through it all. Hold on. All right, so the new vault near Skyhook. This, I guess, is a good change. I don't know. There isn't one up there. The only one that exists was what? I mean, they were both south of the map, technically, right? Yeah, I mean, they were pretty close to each other. So I guess having one top left of the map will be nice on World's Edge. This works. Why not? Snow and Skyhook. Additional climate seeding towers have been installed near Skyhook to further their efforts. As a result, there's snow in Skyhook? They don't even show this. Fascinating. So they also changed Skyhook a little bit. There's going to be snow in it. I did not know that. That's going to be really cool. Okay. Mirage Trois is back in World's Edge. Okay. I'm assuming it's going to be in the same location. It's going to be that little no-name area above Countdown, right? I think it's north of Countdown. Yeah. That'll be interesting. That'll be that's the more POIs they have, I think the better. This I'm fascinated with. We haven't had anything progression-wise in a long time besides like leveling, right? This ought to be so good. So good, man. We actually will be able to do something, and it means something now. So kills, knocks, headshots, damage, and they give you different levels. I want to know what are the rewards, though? Does it say? Start at level 1, okay. A specific weapon trial will unlock for you to test your skill with that weapon and reward you for completion. Get your weapon to level 200, finish all 4 or 5 trials, and fully master that weapon and earn the final rewards. Weapon-specific badges, lifetime performance trackers, legendary weapon mastery banner frames, and a guaranteed legendary skin for each weapon. That's a fucking W, guys. That is literally just free extra stuff. And it makes it more enjoyable to play. I just wish they would do more small stuff like this. That's not even small. That's kind of fucking big, honestly. I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. Here's a change that somebody brought to our attention when I was talking to one of my friends. So if you look at this text, I don't know if you can see it. This is for the flatline trial. It says get 3 kills with a weapon. Level 3 extended light mag. So is the flatline going to a light weapon? I don't know how I feel if that happens, because then we're like gutting every heavy weapon. Like, what are we going to have left? A Prowler? And a 30-30? Like, I don't know what's going on. That's weird, man. I hope it's not true. Firing range, fucking massive update. I guarantee this is where a large portion of dev went in. Like, genuinely. The firing range is massive, guys. It is like an entire like map, like a BR map at this point. It's so fucking cool. Warm up before matches, sharpen your shooting, experiment with weapons, develop own tactics. So they have a bunch of different areas you can just play against each other or just practice movement, like do all kinds of stuff now. We have expanded the space to give more room to play, from a reorganized core to a new agility course, a dueling pit, and a POI-sized town. This new space is built from the ground up for skill expression and skill development. This is so big. Holy. This is so big. Look at all the zip lines. Here's the 1v1 dueling pit. Oh my god, that's sick. Okay, so this is the other question I had, and I don't know if it shows it. How do you get your weapons, right? I see them in the beginning. You can grab some of the stuff like armors and stuff like that. Where are the weapons? But then I see this little chest right here. I'm assuming we're going to have chests in different areas of the map, and maybe you just grab whatever you need from those. I'm excited, man. Simulated combat experience. Customizable dummies. Move and shoot players in a variety of ways. Oh my god. We'll light up different colors to give you feedback where you hit them. Turn on hit markers. Okay. Improve dynamic stats. So we're actually going to be able to do like actual training in the firing range. You can actually verse like the AI. This is a massive change, man. It's so good. Like all this is so good. This is one of their best updates I think they've ever done, if not the best. I mean, I'm so excited. Braxton, thanks for paying your taxes. Welcome in. All right, so now the evac tower. I don't know how I feel about this yet. So one of my things is it makes Valk not as good, right? It literally takes away one of her abilities. It could promote more third partying. It could help a lot with the new rank changes for rotations. And then you wouldn't have to have a rotational legend. You know what I mean? Then you could play almost any kind of metas. Can you damage the balloon is my question. Can you shoot it, break it, get rid of it? I know after the full team takes it, it gets destroyed. But I almost feel like there should be a way to counteract it, but I don't know if there will be. We'll see how it goes. I'm very interested. I think it'll be really cool. It's at least something different. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Maybe they'll remove it. I don't know. Publishing a ranked 2023 dev blog tomorrow. Okay, so we get all of the more detailed juiciness of ranked tomorrow. I'm excited for that. Holy shit, guys. I'm excited. This season ought to be a W. I hope you guys are excited too.